All right. All right. Is this on yet?
Hey guys.
Hey, I think it's on. All right.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to PST channel, and today also special guest from Odaiba channel. Hello, is the volume okay or not? Please let me know. And Odaiba, you can try speaking.
Okay, so I think we did a bit of a sound check earlier before the stream started, and but ultimately, I think the people in the chat need to let us know if our voices sound clear enough. And I think we're about 9 minutes away from the. Oh, someone says Jack says Odaiba is a bit quiet. PST sounds good.
All right, I can check that.
Yeah. So, Trisha has the same sentiment as well. Trisha Spencer, welcome to the stream. All right, so it's a good thing that we started ahead of the JP stream itself, because that way we can, do all these checks. And I also wanted to talk to you guys about what everybody is thinking the collab is going to be, because I've seen a lot of really good guesses as to what the collab could potentially be. It could be a Final Fantasy collab, it could be some non-Final Fantasy external collab. So the thing is, this time around, they actually didn't give us any hints at all. So
Yeah.
it could be anything.
Actually, there's only data mine, but data mine doesn't really tell us anything either. By the way, I want to say that yeah, because every time when we are like translating this alone, there is a lot of conflict when we are talking at the same time as the announcer talking and give us information. So either we have to wait until they finish talking before we talk and remember all the information. Sometimes they keep talking for a long while, so you don't really remember everything when it's your time that you want to converse the message. So that's why this time we plan that if we have 2 persons, we can have 1 person focus on listening and while other one can entertain you guys on the meantime.
Yep, that's right. So hopefully this will be a much better viewing experience for you guys than previously. And hopefully this way I can also get a lot of the information right on the very first time. Because what used to happen a lot is that as I'm trying to live translate for you guys what they just said, so as I'm speaking, right, they're actually giving us new information already, and it gets really confusing when I'm trying to explain what they just said, and then they're moving on to the next thing already. So hopefully this arrangement may be a little bit better, and we can, get more stuff out, right away, as opposed to having to recap at the end. But of course, I think at the end we might be able to do like a bit of recap for the people who are a little bit late to the stream, I suppose.
And yeah, about that, so what do you guess? What gonna be the collab? I think we will figure it out soon, very soon.
Yeah, we will know very soon. Well, it's 5 minutes away. So for me, after thinking it a lot, I really think that for me, my guess is Final Fantasy XI, and I have very good reasons for that. So obviously, I'm going by the data mine information that is going to be an ice and light unit, and then there's going to be a strike unit somewhere. And the way I sort of went about it is I looked for Final Fantasy characters that are known to be like popular strike characters, and apparently one of the most popular ones is this girl, this elf from Final Fantasy XI. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I think it's Prishe or something like that. And she kind of looks like an ice character, so that's why I'm basing it. That's why I'm guessing it's Final Fantasy XI. And then there are some other characters that fit the mold as well. But what about you, PST? What do you think the collab is?
Yeah, I saw your post about Final Fantasy XI. Well, I think, in my opinion, last time when they announced Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX, they mentioned that it's going to be a collab with Final Fantasy number. This time, my hint is that they never mentioned anything about number, so I am leaning toward to Final Fantasy Tactic, my opinion.
Oh.
And there could be an Ultima like element unit or something. Ultima,
that-
you know, the boss from the Final Fantasy Tactic, the big one.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And
by the
for
way,
the
so-
ice element, I think it could be Lamsa also. Lamsa
Lamsa.
mercenary version.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That makes sense.
So in my opinion, I think Final Fantasy Tactics. And
Yeah.
well, anyway, a lot of people mentioned about Final Fantasy 16 and 12 also, so we don't know really. This time.
Yeah, it's anybody's guess. By the way, I saw someone mention that my voice is still not loud enough. It's like 50% compared to PST's. So is it still that way, you guys? Can you guys let us know?
I want you to reconfirm it because I already increased Odaiba from 60% to 90% a while ago on the volume. So it should change now, but can you still make a confirmation?
Yeah. Let us know, you guys. Is it better now, or is it still really soft? Because if that's the case, I might have to. Okay, Jack Kaczynski says audio sounds fine now, and Wino says can hear you, Odaiba. Sounds good. Should be okay now.
Okay. And on the another thing, when they are showing TV and test trailers, I think it would be best if you can hear the YouTube volume clearly also. So is the music right now volume okay too? Can you hear music in the background? Or is it too loud? A while ago you say it's too loud, but I adjust the volume on that already too.
So right now you're still playing the theme music for War Divisions.
Yeah, the theme music. No music? Okay.
No music? Okay.
Alright, I will increase the music then.
Yeah, so excuses for that because this time the operation is a little bit more complicated. We need to balance two people speaking voices as well as the audio for the stream itself. Wimzel says the music is soft, which I think is good. And Jack Kaczynski says I can hear it faintly. Wimzel, I think that's the way to pronounce your nickname. I'm not sure, but Wimzel says, but if that's the sound of the live stream, it will be too quiet. Yeah, I agree. Ultimately, when they start speaking, I do believe that the audio levels are a little bit different from the music that's playing right now. It will usually be slightly louder than the music that they are playing before the stream. From past experience.
I will try to adjust on real time, I think, because when they are talking at the same time as that, we will have to priority our voice.
Yeah. Oh, seems like they're starting.
Yeah. Mr. Shiru is here. Hello. Oop. I think I won't be able to use my...
Raylight, welcome to the stream. Uzuaki, welcome. We just started. The JP stream just started, so we don't know what the new unit is yet. And now Mikoshi is about to introduce the guests on the show. Of course, we have Asalto-san, the Goodwill Ambassador for War Divisions, JP. And he's commenting that, wow, Misoshi seems to be in a really great mood today. Seems like everything is really lively the JP live stream this time because they are celebrating the global 4th anniversary.
By the way, I want to make sure that the volume when they speak and Odaiba speak at the same time, you will be able to prioritize hearing Odaiba first. Is the volume okay for that?
Yeah, how is it volume wise, you guys? Can you guys hear the background, and can you guys hear me and PST speak clearly over the JP stream? Is basically what we want to know.
Yeah.
Anne says, great, this is a good audio balance. Yup, they don't drown you guys out. It's good. Okay, perfect.
Alright,
So
perfect.
now we... Oh, there
And
we
this
go.
is the big boss of this game, the final boss, Hirono-san. Basically, if you win against him, you get gem reward. And actually beat Hirono up so that everything will be cheaper.
いっぱいコメントしてください。
確かに、コメント欲しいですね。
そうコメントちょっとどんどん拾っていきたいんですけども、その金髪書いてくださ
So
ってる方いて、
the
いや実はルシオまで行きたかったんですよ。
so the voice actor for Lucio, I forgot his name actually, but he was reading a chat and he's like, oh hey, I recently was able to build Lucio to the max. So he's really grateful to see that in the comments.
Isn't
So they're
that
going to be
a long way now,
during
Lucio?
during JP stream they actually do read the JP chat as well and try and pick up on topics that the player base are concerned with.
Geto. That's nice
And
of
of
him.
course, yeah.
綺麗ですけどね。
By the way, I want to ask, do you know if Lucio voice actor also make any, I mean, VA on other game from Square Enix? That might be a
Because it
hint.
might be hint, right? Yeah, I thought about that, and actually I asked, I asked my JP guildmates about this, and they showed me the list, and they told me, well, from this list, the only thing that could be possible is Final Fantasy 13. So it's like the FF13 rerun just finished in JP, and then now they're gonna come out with a new FF13 collab again. That's the only thing that could possibly, if he really is the hint. Anyway, I'm gonna read out the menu for today. They're gonna start off with the latest, the current event information actually and campaign information. That's number one. Number two is the latest collab information. Number three is a special live stream corner. And the last part, number four, is other new information and update information. So it looks like before they actually go into the new collab information, they're going to talk about the current campaigns and events going on in War of Visions JP as part of the global 4th anniversary celebrations.
Yeah, and do you notice the difference? Normally, they would put the new collab info at the first lineup. This time it's different. They put it to second part instead.
I wonder why that is.
Yeah.
It's very strange because like it's almost as if they are trying to suggest that the new collab has something to do with global version, because this is, after all, even when they announced the stream, they kind of announced this as the celebrating global version 4th anniversary stream.
But actually, Odaiba, I noticed something. The Lucio wearing the clothes same as Edward. Edward from
Same as
Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
Edward from Full Metal Alchemist has blonde
yeah.
hair and the red coat.
You're right.
And inside has the red jacket and black shirt. That is totally what
yeah.
he's wearing right now.
Is he cosplaying as Edward Elric today?
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it is Full Metal Alchemist because that is not Final Fantasy number collab.
宇沢さんお願いします。
グローバル版4周年イベント&キャンペーン
That was the title shout for the first segment of the show. Yeah, Shadow Snatcher says, yes, I do feel that it's FMA too. It's a very good possibility. But anyways, now they're going to recap, I guess, what is already out in the JP version. Of course, we already have June in global version, and Ashenmon is coming next month on May 1st in global. Or at least we expect that to be the case.
強化って言っていいのか弱体化って言っていいのか
確かに
強化ですね
And Saldo-san is like saying that they are like
露出が増えた
の面積は弱体
they're like a power up.
キャラクター性能が上がってんじゃないかってこと
す
ね。
るとね
なんか見た
Oh,
目的にはまあ
it's like Mon has gotten a power up just based on the appearance and everything as well. And of course, the character abilities, performance of the unit is really great.
さっき控え室でガチャ
Lucio's voice actor says
喋ってる間に
He just
he
being
managed to pull him
polite.
as well.
He's just
Yeah.
being polite for saying it's power creep.
楽しみです
はい、そして右側に
Yeah.
ありますですね、同タイミングで実装となりました。
And Misochi is talking about Action Mont now and how the
今回ねそのグローバル4周年追加キャラっていうわけではなくて、しっかりと41で登場したキャラクターなんで。
Okay, so Hirono also talked a little bit about Ashen Mont. It was actually the perfect timing for the global version 4th anniversary, he said.
毎日ギルバトでたくさん見ます。
本当相手だと思った方がいい。
And Lucio's voice actor says that, because he's like, in our story, Lucio is kind of a rival for Ashen Mont. So he says that, Mont is kind of like a good rival kind of situation there.
Yeah, basically the main MC is like Mon and Lucio all over now. But Lucio never, doesn't seem as strong as King Mon at all. So different.
Yeah, and just now Hirono also mentioned that, it just felt like the best timing to release Ashen Mont at this period, since it's a bit of a celebration. Right now, Misoshi is going to recap a bunch of the campaigns, which are a little bit different from global version, by the way. But it's like, I think 90% the same.
Yeah. I don't know about that because Odaiba played global too, so you have to compare on that one.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're gonna make different. How can they dare do that when we have the globalization? So it should be the same, right?
There are some very slight differences, actually. One thing I do see that's new is number 8. Item number 8 is a new multi-quest for a boss that we didn't receive any information on. And basically they're going to bring back the Ram Scourge and the Muraga multi-quest at some point this month. And there will be a chance to get up to 300,000 visual from the multi-quest. So look forward to that in global as well. And then now Fujiya-san is actually talking about the tax return tickets, the free tickets that we are all going to be getting, I think, in the last week of April. So previously they based it on the number of viz that you use in summons, but this time around they base it on the number of 2,000 viz you spent in the shop. So everybody will get a bunch of tickets later this month, and of course there's going to be various between different players, but with that said, it's going to be quite a hefty amount of free summon tickets that we can get later this month. And Fujiya-san just said that in the future, every once in a while they will do these kind of things again, maybe with a different condition. Like, maybe it's how many viz you spent in another way, etc. But it's something that they are thinking of doing every now and again.
Actually, I'm thinking that they should really just do it every month or every character for the hard quest dog for time.
And it's quite well received by the players as well. Hiro-san is just saying now that, hey, the players always the players always say about these ticket campaigns, hey, it's really great that you guys are doing it, you should do it more. So they're finally going to do more of that. And Misoshi is explaining now that the details for the return of the multi-quest, they'll talk about that later on in the latter half of the broadcast. And of course right now, yes, PST, go ahead.
400 but this one is the one we already have, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's right. This is the one we
just
have.
little. Okay. I thought we have another 400 pool, but never mind.
Oh no, that would be amazing. They could even explain it and say, hey, we give you 400 to celebrate global version's 4th anniversary, and then here's another 400 to celebrate JP's 4.5 anniversary. But no, unfortunately, that's not the case at all.
Yeah, but for us, I think those pools are just for getting visual chart and the character chart only, right? Because mostly we won't get any useful character from it. By the way, Odaiba, did you pull Jum?
Oh yeah, I have both of them in JP, and of course I have Jum and Odo as well in global. So yeah, I have them all.
Oh,
I
nice.
mean, it's a meta character after all, so
Yeah. So much meta. But I think new character gonna be on the same level as them, if not more or less anyway.
with that said, I am going to skip Dark Titan in JP though, because I don't feel like I need him right away, and I can wait to pick him up for cheap later down the line.
Yeah, slowly, right. I did that for Jum also, because Jum is a permanent character, so I'm not
Right.
hurry on her.
Yeah, that's for the best actually. Really the only reason to get Jim now is if you want to compete in the new meta, and well, for JP it's a little bit different, because if you just pull Ashenmon, even without Jim, there's still a lot you can do. That you
Yeah.
can still be quite competitive. But for global is a little bit different. I think for global version we have to prioritize Jim because she's much better than Oldua, and the magic meta is kind of dead right now.
Yeah, by the way, a while ago they mentioned that it's gonna be final episode or the another story for this one. So basically, I'm not sure they're gonna announce another story part 4 today or not. Probably not, right?
Yeah, probably not. They usually take a break between each season before before announcing the next one. So right now, Hiro-san is basically giving us some comments from the writer for the scenario. So actually, So basically, he just said that it's the last chapter. We get to see a lot of how the various characters live in that era. So it's going to be quite interesting. I'm kind of looking forward to it in global as well, because I actually haven't read it. I stopped reading, I think, like a few chapters ago, so that I can, once everything is out, actually I can just go and read it in JPM. Right? I'm just too lazy.
Yeah, actually, I want to say that about what you mentioned ago, I think is related to how Jum is 1 month earlier appear in global, right? So that's why it's become more broken than JP. In Japan, I want to say that if you only pull Ashen King, you can go with the Ice Team, with Odo and A2. But in exchange for that, you have to pull the Dark Vision card. So it's the same amount of gem required to get Jum, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Ramen K asks FF12 collab. Well, they haven't announced the collab yet. They'll be coming out in just a bit. Looks like we have a lot of FF12 fans here. Aomi says FF12 would break me and my bank LOL.
I have some idea. Why not we make a poll right now? I'm going to create a poll.
Yeah, if we can get it in time, because they're still talking about another story, but yeah, if you wanna start one, I'm not sure if we can make it in time.
It's okay, just a quick poll only. What collab do you think it will be? Okay, that's the choice. And then I will make a choice FFT, FF11, what should be other choice? FF16, FF12. I think just 4. These 4 are probably the most popular choice people would consider.
コメントね。だってルシオ君の声に似てるって。多分ボケだと思うんですけど。すいませんね、ここでモノマネできる人多い。
Yeah, the poll is up there now. You can check it out.
いや、もちろんね、見てるんでね。見てますからね。見てますからね。
Votes are coming in.
ありがとうございます。
Let's see what is leading. A lot of people think it's FF16. That actually makes the most sense if you think about it, because they do have, I think the expansion for FF16 is coming out. It's coming out soon.
かもねっていう流れで見ていただければいいと思いますし、この最後にね、次につながる雰囲気を持たせてるっていうのが、いろいろつながってたりしたりします。ああ、終わり方がね。はい。実際つながってたりするところもありますので。あれ完結ではないんですか？
So Hiro-san just dropped a bit of like a tiny bit of thing about another story, part 3. So the ending is not necessarily a true ending in that everything will end. It might be connected to something else coming in the future.
I am not understand this. I think I know. In FFBE, the main game, FFBE, there are multiverse. So they are
Right.
probably gonna play multiverse stuff now. You know what? Ancient King, it actually come from another universe also. So I
Yeah,
think
that's
it's
good.
probably gonna have so many different versions of the universe
so-
mixing.
So they're going into it.
Yeah.
It's almost time, you guys.
All right,
Did the poll end
Collab.
already?
I didn't make it end. I just let it go ongoing. But FF16 is the highest right now. 40% of people are for FF16. End the poll. Okay. I put the end of the poll right now because
I
it's
think
going to
they said
announce.
that. I think Misochi said that there were even foreign players or international players who were guessing it, because there are some international players commenting in the JP chat right now. I see Umbra Rays in the JP chat.
Oh, I see.
Lots of FF12, FFT, FF16 in the chat.
Yeah. They are also having the voting with our poll, I think.
We're going to trailer right
All
away.
right, here.
No way!
FF7.
No way!
Just the music, and we already know.
Unbelievable!
Nan actually is one of my guests, the first one before I changed it to Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh man!
Early Bird. I said that we have
No,
Final
it's not
Fantasy.
Rebirth. It's Advent Children.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, this is different. Why not a Rebirth?
Wow. FF7 Advent Children Cloud.
Okay, you don't have to hop anymore about using the same token. It's gonna be a new sphere.
Yeah, it's going to be a new sphere for sure. It's a new collab, you guys. Not a rerun. Oh,
Let me
light
open the
element.
volume higher. Sorry.
Yeah.
Open the volume higher now.
Holy cow. Well, I mean, I'm definitely excited and hyped for this. Definitely didn't expect this to be the case. Light version of Cloud. You can see that his costume is different as well. And here's Tifa. Ice element, I'm guessing.
So that is the fish unit you are looking for.
Right. It was staring right in our faces. A lot of people guessed Tifa, because there's a strike unit, a lot of people guessed it must be Tifa from FF7 as well, but they thought it was going to be the swimsuit version from FF7 Rebirth.
And why does Tifa betray Ween? Ween element need more character.
Kadasch. Is this guy even popular? Are there fans of Kadasch here?
He just discounted Sephiroth.
Discounted Sephiroth. Water element katana? Seems like. Discount Sephiroth. So I think Tifa will probably be the free unit, right? And that's why the map effect for the strike units, the map effect is different from the sword guys.
Is that the boss character only? I don't see
Oh,
element
this is
shown for Kadasch.
It was shown, it was water element.
Oh, it's water? Okay.
Wait a
And
minute, what is
Sephiroth
this?
again, what the fuck?
And Sephiroth as well?
I don't think so. Maybe
No.
just a bot. I think it's just a bot. Just a bot, I think.
Okay, yeah, it's just a boss. So Kadasch and Sephiroth will both be bosses in the Collab quest.
Yeah, I mean,
It would be crazy if Sephiroth is in the collab as well.
yeah, because Sephiroth is not that old yet, right? I mean, I understand that Cloud and Tifa need a new version. They are too outdated, but Sephiroth is not.
Well, I don't know. Technically, Sephiroth is really old and not really like meta anymore, so, you know.
Not meta
There
anymore,
we
but...
go. Tifa is the free unit.
Uh-huh.
and we get a 10 pull ticket for Cloud.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, it's better than I expect for the collab, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
I think this is better than Rebirth because I don't know what character they could use for Rebirth.
誰も予想できなかったんじゃないか
Okay, I have to turn the volume down a bit.
そうやさんなかったですね
Yeah, a while ago I tried to make the volume high just so that.
Wow. So we're gonna talk about a Twitter campaign. So this won't really concern the global players, but for JP players, if it gets, into Twitter trends, we get an additional 1,000 visual.
1,000 only, that is a bit low, right?
I'm sure they'll give some other visual at the end of the stream as well, for a total of like 4,000 visuals, something like that.
Yeah, and actually, but I hope more, 7,000 for like Final Fantasy VII. Should be something like that.
僕が
Or is it good, it's good then that, the discounted packs are still available in JP, PST. It's telling you to buy more Viz.
I purchased more. Oh,
Purchase
actually,
more,
sorry, I mean I purchased all.
Oh, you purchased? Oh, okay.
Yep, Kinda.
召喚しましょうみんなで。
そういう
はい、クリスタルさん
そういうのいるんだ。
はいではぜひ皆さんご協力お願いしますみんなで紡いでいこうポスト
So that was the voice actor of Lucio
Trying to
speaking
make
in the voice of Lucio to
Lucio
get people to post the FF7 AC collab thing on Twitter to try and get it into Twitter trends, in case you're wondering what that was about.
Yeah, but I don't think that Lucio relate anything to the collab. We get cheat by it. We get
投下
line.
してくれないと意味ないですよねもうちょっと投下しないですね
Holy cow, this is pretty amazing. Jay Lucas says we want Vincent. Yeah, Vincent would have
Yeah.
been really nice to see.
Everyone want
as
it,
well.
but I believe Vincent can't come because there's no skill set from Rebirth yet. I play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I know that Vincent is like only boss character in that game. There's no enough skill to use at the to make into this game. They usually expect the main game when they make skill in this game too. All the skill name and animation is similar or the same.
Reading a chat and Luciano Emmanuel Ramirez is like saying, okay, you got my money with this collab. I think a lot of people are very happy with this announcement.
I know Luciano, he want to get Tifa for sure.
の価値あり
Hey, it's a free unit. Everybody will get Tifa.
当時
Yeah.
DVD プラス
Oh, actually that is cheap. So we just full crown and Tifa.
友達に布教してました
But you probably can combo Tifa and Kadasch, right? Water and ice, easy mix.
Yeah.
今年ですね
Yeah, you probably can.
2024年に4K のリマスターも
Oh, I'm sad. I have to throw A2 away.
で、はい
Currently, my team is A2, Ashen King, and Odor.
出ましたから
So assume I get Tifa. Who do you think I have to pick out?
すごい嬉しいななんて思います。
ゲームやってなくてもなんか
That's a really tough
映
question.
像がすごいからめちゃくちゃ面白いんです
いや
よね
超クールですから
ストーリ
ね
ー。もねもう本当に戦闘シーンもやばかったなでも
When you say I'm with Kadasch,
携帯でやつとロッツっていうの
ああ、
か
はい
な
はいはい。
Kadasch is I mean, he's only been in Evan Children, right?
倒した後に
So I'm surprised there are fans of Kadash as well.
はいはい。
あれをやりたくて
actually you can make Vincent if you are getting from Final Fantasy VII AC. Not the Rebirth though. A while ago I said that Vincent is not possible if you use skill set from Rebirth. But if you use from AC, I think you can get Vincent. Vincent have some fight scene there.
当時の視聴者
はい
Kokinta says, so Water Erde is going to be kicked out of Water team. Yeah, pretty much.
バカバカなん
Yeah. 2DP set, right?
当時ね
Same as how A2 gonna get kicked out, sadly, for Earth and Ice.
最新版でもパカパカなんですか
I don't feel A2 is that long yet. Seriously, they shouldn't make Tifa Ice unit. They should make her win again.
進化してる
It only makes sense to have someone to fight against Ashen King. He's currently OP.
そういったところもなんか魅力の一つなんじゃないかなと思ってはい
いいですね。
いや楽しいし
I wonder if Cloud will be strong enough to bring back Helena.
そうですね。見
Well,
ま
I
した。
think
ただそのまあ
pretty sure every time when Cloud is coming back, he will be strong. The thing is that Cloud is light element though. So if he become too strong, the element, I mean, the balance between element will be broken. So usually light and dark element cannot be too strong most of the time. They will have to give space a bit for character from other element too.
Well, I think they can make them really strong. It's just that they need to make sure that there are other ways to counter them instead of using elemental methods of countering them. Because if you looked at Helena young Helena from before, she was clearly busted, and there were still ways to counter her. And then right now the way they counter her is of course there's Jum, right, with so much magic resistance. There's nothing Helena can even do to Jum, and then Ashen Mon is another way to counter her.
4K リマスターになってますので、ぜひ皆さんご視聴いただき
Earl Taylor says, I don't care if they suck, I'm gonna pull for FF7 AC. Alright, so this is the overview of the collab. Seems like this time around, all of them are coming on the same day, April 16th. So Cloud will be cost 100, and then the other are cost 90. Oh, Kadasch is coming out 1 week later on April 23rd. They just mentioned.
そして皆様、気になる今回も無料召喚あるのかないのか。
Of course, there's a free character who is going to be Tifa, as you can see here.
こちらね、ティファがまたもや
Get one copy of Tifa for free.
7AC バージョンとなっていますので、ぜひ皆さん。
So everybody make sure to pull for it. I think everybody who's here is probably going to not miss out on Ice Tifa, Ice Queen Tifa. I think that's going to be my name for her. So they're going right into the explanation of the skill kits. First is Cloud, cost 100.
Alright, I think you can focus on reading. No, I mean you can focus on listening. This part I can read first, then you pick up what left off from the EX version. Alright, so let's see from the reading. It says that Cloud has omit /World 5. He has 3 turn physical damage up. After that, he also destroy opponent barrier. After that, doing XL damage and also reduce opponent type chain resistance down. He himself also get AP heal. It is not AP regen by the way, but it's AP heal. Yeah, so maybe he gain 20 AP back from using this LB. To sum up, it's just physical damage up, barrier break, and type chain down.
バリアも破壊して反対攻撃するというところで、性能もちょっと流れでそのまま説明をさせていただきます。次お願いします。はい。
And for the performance, he is a frontline attacker. He has got, College and also magic barrier.
Holy cow!
He has ST resistance down attack and also have like frontal AoE that can do 3 hit combo. What is this? Okay, for the first skill, for 3 turns, he has AoE penetration up. And after that, doing L damage and sure hit. What the fuck? Okay, and you can see that the AoE radiance is different than before also. This is the first unit to implement AoE penetration, by the way. It's not AoE resistant or anything like that. Just light out AoE penetration. His buff ability is that he gives shell to himself to protect against magic. He get college. After that, he get effect that if he has college or shell, he will have ST resistance up and protect remove before attack. For 4 turn, He also get
で、
physical damage reduction.
強切りでついてる範囲攻撃耐性貫通率っていうのが
What? Actually, I think all of the effect.
追加をさせて、まあ、防御貫通ってあると思うんですけど、
Okay, and the last skill is very far range.
範囲攻撃
It's a dispel attack. Dispel before attack L, and for 3 turn,
の攻撃で、範囲攻撃耐性を貫通
it has the debuff
で、まあ、範囲攻撃
same as
範囲耐性が
Shadowlink. I'm not sure what to explain on this one though.
でさら
Do
に
you remember the Shadowlink
こ
buff?
の強切りが
that
さらに強化がある
Reduce enemy buff. Yeah, that one Cloud also happens.
で物理だけで
And now let Odaiba listen and he will pick up on the upgrade version of the skill.
はい、ありますね。
あると思うんですけども、そちらを解除するっていうのを、この強切りに追加しようか
Wow. So the first skill, is it the cross slash or whatever it's called? The one with AOE penetration, AOE resistance penetration, right? At level 140, it can be upgraded to also have the physical AOE barrier thing removed. The skill that give you damage mitigation, depending on the area of the AOE.
自身も持ってますし、魔法バリアだったり、まあ、それこそシェルだったりっていう対魔法だったり、まあ、物理火ダメ軽減っていうのも一応持たせているので、一応耐久性能も、持たせているというところですね。でバリア破壊とかは LB のみなんですけど、まあ、グレートナイト、持ってますので、まあ、そこの使い分けみたいなのもしていただ
So
き
I think he just explained some of
skill,
the
yeah.
defenses for Cloud, but I missed a lot of it. I think he said something about barrier.
It's okay.
だと範囲耐性ダウンっていうのがまた別であるんですよ。下げる効果っていうのと貫通の効果っていうのがあって、下げる効果だと弱体抵抗率っていうのが最近あって。
By the way, Odaiba, if you want to replay, to listen to it again, you can do that because we have 2 persons.
軽減ができないので、まあ範囲耐性をしっかりね貫通して、まあクラウドって言えば最初のクラウドも防御貫通、反撃貫通のところが強かったので、そのあたりは幻影のこう触り心地、クラウドの触り心地っていうのが生かされてるんじゃないかなと思います。
ありがとうございます。わかりやすい。ありがとうございます。
Asaluto comment that the previous Cloud was also very strong when he debuted.
To Tifa?
Yeah, moving on to Tifa. Alright, so
に関しては今
is
回は効率
ultimate down
させていただきます。
ultimate heaven is the new LB for Tifa.
サブジョブの操術師に関しては
She reduce tight chain resistance down again before doing 2 hit attack. After that, it also has 3 turns critical evade down. I don't know what to say. I feel like Cloud is a lot stronger compared with LB. Okay, Tifa is frontline attacker. When she hit, she can reduce opponent's strike resistance down. She has multi-target attack, which also reduce ST resistance percentage down just like Ancient King. Tifa buff is that for 4 turns, she gets element chain resistance up and strike penetration up to surrounding, so she can be paired with other strike attacker also because she gives strike penetration up for surrounding. She herself gets physical reduction barrier 4 times, and she gets drain HP effect on attack 4 turns. For her first attack skill, Dual Blizzard is a 2 multi-lock. ST percentage resistance down, and then for 3 turns, reaction down before attack. She also inflict frostbite also. And the skill on the right side, right bottom,
こに載ってない
It's a physical barrier break.
消費 AP を
After that,
消費 AP をアップさせて
doing AOE attack.
いるので、そういう
Damage out.
AP 攻めみたいなこういやらしい
Yeah, from what I see, Tifa's skill is like a bit normal, not game breaking or anything.
効果を持って
So I think Cloud gonna be a lot stronger than Tifa. But Tifa is very high compatible
その
with other strike
組んで
unit.
耐性の高い
Also compatible with I unit too, because
打撃パーを
A2 cannot break barrier,
入れても
right?
らってもいいのかな
But Tifa can break barrier, so Tifa will help A2 a
サ
lot.
ブの効果でクリティカル出やすい三連撃っていうのを持たせようと思っているのでクエスト
The key thing for Tifa is that if you put her with the strike team, she can help three things. The first thing is that she buffs surrounding strike penetration up. The second thing is that her LB reduce tight chain down. It means that if you chain with fish attack, your chain damage will be increased. The third thing is that she can reduce ST resistance by percentage. So it's a big reduction from enemy who has high ST resistance. Like Astras, for example. She would work well with those kind of things. She would work very well with Alaya also because she reduces ST resistance down and then Alada can hit hard.
みんな拾っていくから今日みんな拾っちゃうから
こちら無料召喚で出ます
So, by the way, they've been saying that, and also in the chat as well, they've been seeing a lot of people say that Tifa is kind of dirty. She's kind of a cheap character because she can deal like, AP, lower your AP and stuff like that. The two things that they didn't mention, that they mentioned that's not written down is that Dual Blizzard can be upgraded to do more AP damage. And then in her sub job, there's a critical, a move that is a 3-hit move that will land critical pretty easily for PV and stuff like that.
Maybe you have to remember that for now because they go to Kadasch. So
Right.
for the Kadasch is Collab and release removal, just like Sephiroth, but this one has hit rate increase before attack also. Kadasch's LB also give AP regen for 3 turns on himself after activate. Now with just the LB, I already think that Kadasch is stronger than Tifa actually.
に関しては竜巻
So sad that it seems that Tifa, the free unit, is the cheap one and the less strong one.
でリミットバースに関しては
You imagine this is a better version of the Sephiroth.
逆再強化
Remove college, remove delays,
の
hit rate increase,
解除
and also AP regen
しやすいダメージ特大
for stop on just one LB.
にAP 自動回復
And the length distance is the same as Sephiroth also.
はい
Somehow this slip of Sephiroth is stronger than Sephiroth itself. So sad.
はい
Yeah, new unit always stronger.
はい左下の連想天椎ですね
Okay,
物理
now
ダメージ
leading
軽減バリア
for
物理バリ
the
アを破壊した後に最大2体の対象に
is another frontline attacker.
というところで
He has
右上の
element
熱い
resistance up
4ターン自身
or element resistance up, just like
に対して
Sephiroth.
物理一
Also
キラ
can
を
release
付与
And
ヘイスト
he has very good accuracy also. And AoE attack also has barrier break attack. He also has 2 multi-lock target attack also.
で右下の走
For the
破
first attack,
走破筆滅です
he destroy physical barrier and doing 2 hit multi-lock target.
対象最大
Damage L 2 chaining also.
防御の一定割合をダウン
For the second skill,
にダメージ対でこちらも
he has a 4-turn buff for human killer surrounding, whereas he himself get haste
だからこっち側ね手元
and get
あごめんなさい手元を
間違ってる
激光
激光だって
human resistance up.
はいごめんなさい手元をずっと
Other than that, for 3 turn,
ありがとうございます
if he hit enemy,
はいでまあ
カダジュ
ダージュ
he also debuff enemy with physical damage down.
9じゃない前に
For the last
出た
skill,
セフィロスがいると思うんです
he lock 2 target again
セフィロスと同じくガッツと
and doing defense percentage down
いいつながりですね。
before doing sure hit attack. Okay, it seems that Kadasch's, other than the LB, other than LB, it seems that Kadasch's skill are mostly ST attack. So Kadasch might be good pair with Tifa.
相手のバリアを破壊しつつ次へまたがっつりレージを解除するっていう
Kadasch has the defense percentage down attack, whereas Tifa has ST percentage down attack.
で一応まあ
Both of them are kind of multi-lock ST attack. Yeah, they are both ST attacker mainly, except they both have some AoE attack also. On Kadasch seems that only have the LB as his strong AoE attack. For now, we don't know other skill. Alright, let Odaiba add.
シャドーリンクスアナザーストーリーのシャドーリンクスとかと連撃でシナジーのある運用だったりとか
Oh,
そういうのもやってもら
I
え
hear
るかなと思って
he mentioned right now that he is making Kadasch to pair well with Shadow Link,
まだ言ってくれてたけど。
so you can be rejoiced with the Shadow Link player.
はい。はい。
ありがとうございます。
なんでセフィロスと似てるのかなみたいなところは、
ね
So he planned Shadow Link in mind when he designed
はい。
Kadasch
ち
kit.
ょっとね訂正がございます。藤田さんお願いします。
なんだなんだ。
ガッツとちょっとスライド一回出してもらっていい
そうですね。屈強なビジョンのところでちょっとだけ
クラウド
機体がミスってるのかな、すでに。
いや、
はい
説明の仕方だと思います。僕が取って言ったから多分ダメだったんだと思う。
はい。
お
屈強なるビジョンの部分で、僕ガッツとシェル中ならって僕が多分言ったと思うんですけど、ガッツかまたはシェル中ならが正しい。
Okay, so this part,
はい申し訳ないです。
a person asks about the college and chill condition on cloud skill. They were asking that if it required both activate at the same time or not. But he answered that either you have college or you have chill, then the skill will activate on that condition. You don't have to have both. So even if your college get removed, if you still have chill, the skill still activate.
対象が剣、戦士など、剣、赤魔導士、
Warrior,
タイトルっていう形で、予定してます。で内容に関しては、パーティーアビリティの部分で攻撃、クリティカル回避、単体攻撃耐性アップを持つ予定です。で、ホロビジョンの、効果としては、デュエル限定の効果で弱体抵抗っていうのをつけようかなと。
it was a bit too fast. I couldn't remember all, but the first card is about Great Sword and Warrior, and it has ATK up.
部分の対象にしようと思っています。はい。で効果としては、これもちょっと一個決まってないんで。
The second card has Strike and Sword.
素早さ。
Oh, it has Agility up on the second card.
だからティファが回避できるとかそういうあれじゃないんですよ。運自体ってなかなか
And luck. Agility and luck on the same card. Oh my god, this is very strong, by the way.
そうですね。
We rarely have this kind of card.
かなと思ってます。で、ホロビジョンの効果としては、ギルドバトルを対象の、性能を、調整しようかなと思ってます。
It had Q button effect also.
減塩戦争といえばビジョンカードデザインもすごく素敵ですけ
But
れども
anyway, our duty today is that
どうですか
I will
っていうんですかね。
try to interactive and speak on spot, whereas Odaiba will listen and add stuff later. So we can wait Odaiba to check and give us more information after this. So far, the card has agility and luck, and it seems to go with both sword and fist in order to have Cloud and Tifa pair together.
いますしね。
Yep, that's right.
ここでビジョンカードに移って
And the other card, did you explain the other card already?
だよね。
It's okay, you can repeat everything again when you're ready. I just give them a quick brief only. And I was talking at the same time as them, so it doesn't cover everything.
So what you said about the Tifa card, the second card is correct because they haven't finished adjusting it yet. But the first card, it's for 3 classes. It's for Sword Warrior, Sword, Great Mage, and Great Sword. And I believe the effects were attack up, critical. Don't remember if it's critical damage or critical
The
rate.
fuck? Wait. What the
Whoa,
fuck? Wait,
what?
wait. What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
Sephiroth is actually coming.
It's actually
What?
coming. I don't like this though. Oh, too many. What the fuck? Now I have to rethink everything again on what to spend. Sephiroth has a wing too. Damn, let's check Sephiroth skill now. Everything, placeholder. Okay, Sephiroth LB. Doing XL damage. And
武器なんですね。
はい、でこちらも刀ですね。はい。でサブジョグがグリムリーパーを持ったソルジャーとアクスナイトスリプルスイッチ
oh, a new effect. Sephiroth has new curse effect
前段でごめんなさい。
that if you hit by his LB, you cannot heal and you cannot revive
多くてですね。
for 3 turns.
今回この1枚
It also reduce all of your element resistance before doing XL damage attack also.
詳細はお知らせで
Sephiroth is frontline attacker that can do 3 hit chain, has good AoE skill,
遠一滴
and
遠い敵。
has some support ability.
体内の対象の
He also has barrier
ダ
also.
ウンさせた後
He start with barrier, like
しがた範囲攻撃
as soon as the battle begins, Sephiroth will have barrier.
戦闘不能の復活と
Crazy.
回復ができなくなる呪い効果。
そこですよね。
He is cheating. It's Sephiroth guy again and again. And just as I mentioned not long ago that he wouldn't come, he wouldn't
呪い
come.
効果という
Damn,
今回
what the
新
dev
しい
is
状態
thinking.
異常を追加しようかなと
That is too fast for Sephiroth. But yeah, Odaiba said that Sephiroth is not meta anymore, so understandable. But still, I think this is too many units.
はいはい改めて状態異
Yeah,
常として呪いという
and this is
状態
what
異常を実装
I explained a while ago. That is a new curse effect. The curse effect make you unable to heal
HP 回復の効果が無効
and unable to revive
これ
also.
アビリティって書いてあるんですけどアイテムでのなんかポーションで回復
So as you can see from the example, you heal Zero,
で
and it say that relate is not success.
次回のアップデートのタイミングで呪いっていう
They
のを
also add a new element slot.
で
As you can see from the picture,
HP
it's a curse.
できなくなるっていうところがあるのでリレイズっていうのを
Curse you,
呪い効
dev.
果中を
Curse you,
発動する
developer. Damn.
映像できない。死んでも活動しないと。
I don't want to spend that many gems.
活動がまあリレイズ失敗って
失敗ってなるんですね。
Holy cow.
で
Holy cow,
右
indeed.
下にも書いてあるんですけど
The good thing is you can resist it.
使用者側が呪い状態の場合でも無効化って書いてあるんですけど、まあ今画像だとモントが呪いにかかってると思うんですけど、
Pi and Katana, by the way, so you can use it
あや
with
かが
Dario
かける回復も
and Oberon Phi if you have it in global. I don't have it.
ヒーラーにかかっちゃうと、
If healers get cursed, they can't heal other
する
allies.
こともできる。
ヒーラーご
Crazy.
Holy cow.
はい。でまあ状態異常なので
Wait.
100%絶対
Did
100%
it apply to healer also? Isn't it just the person who get cursed?
一応その実装のタイミングで新明石等の体制で呪い体制とかが出るような
They will add trust zone to have element resistance for this also. So don't worry, you just have to put one slot on your trust zone to prevent this from happening.
まあ一部のアビリティで状態異常を直すアビリティっていうのはまあ結構あると思うんですけど、そちらでも解除が可能な
Too many units for me.
と予定してます。
Curse.
そちら結構
Curse.
何個か多分アビリティがあるので、固有のアビリティとかでも状態異常を直すもの結構あるので、そういうものに関しては
They'll explain more when the notices come out, but you can remove this using
それ
Asuna.
で解除できる。
And of course, they'll be adding trust stone resistances and future equipment as well. And then for the, of course, for the limit burst, it's not 100% curse activation rate. It will be similar to other effects in the past, so that probably means 67% chance of the limit burst.
そうですね。
Oh yeah, it's an LB, right? So the
Yeah,
chance
it's an
gonna
LB.
be high. Unless it's like A2, the chance is low.
そして合わせて先ほども紹介しましたがライフ
I think they'll keep it at 67% because you can remove it using other methods. You can just use
ちょ
Asuna.
っと今調整中。
Actually, this is good. By the way, I mean, people never use Asuna in this game. Rarely, super rare. I feel like in this game, Esuna is one of the things that people, in compared to any other FF game, this game is the least used for Esuna.
Right, that's true. All of them look really good. And also they explained that because they're still adjusting Sephiroth, so that's why today there's only one slide. But he is definitely looking like like a godlike character.
Yeah. Basically, Sephiroth is not finished yet, so we don't have more info other than just LB. Let's see, who should I get?
Quiet Ralph says, why not one more? Have Vincent and have Curse Resistance.
But they
Maybe
shouldn't.
for the rerun.
But I feel bad for Kadasch. Why do you make Kadasch when you are making Sephiroth? Evan, why must you make Sephiroth and Kadasch on the same verse at the same time? Yeah.
Holy cow.
I'm pretty sure I skip Kadasch for sure, 100% chance. There's no need for Sephiroth and Kadasch in the same world.
Well, it's hard to say because I don't know we still don't know a lot about Sephiroth, but most likely you will want Sephiroth in your fire or even your katana teams, and then maybe there could be some good coordination between the two of them.
Oberon Katana, right? I don't have it, never use it.
アップさせる効果と AP 消費ダウンとクリティカル時に対象に AP ダメージを与えるっていうパッシブを持たせようかと思って、こっちでもAP ダメージとかそういう特徴を持たせようかなと思っております。はい。ありがとうございます。
これはあれですよね。AC のティファ限定。
そうですそうですね。はい。AC のティファ限定です。
ありがとうございます。さあそしてここからはコラボイベントクエスト高難度 EX クエストの紹介です。ご覧ください。
Because there will be new weapons as well.
Very good name. It's a fusion sword.
体験に関しては、汎用のパッシブ効果としては斬撃攻撃をつけて、でこちらもクラウド専用の、AC のクラウドの専用の効果として、範囲攻撃耐性貫通率をここでも出せつつ初期 AP を上げて、こちらで、範囲が広いほど魔法ダメージを軽減させる効果というのを、予定をしております。で、相場に関しては、ちょっと細かい性能調整中なんですが、同様に FIFA クラウドというように専用パッシブタージュの専用パッシブを持たせる予定です。はい。
ありがとうございます。さあ続いて PV にもございます。
So for the sword, for the new cloud sword, the generic effect is slash attack up, and then the cloud specific effects are AOE resistance penetration, initial AP up, as well as magic base damage resistance, or rather the more magic damage mitigation you will get. So you have these effects on Cloud as well. I think earlier we mentioned that Cloud himself has physical AoE damage mitigation, but with the sword, you also get magic.
はい、特殊なことはしないので、いつもさばきをさせていただきます。でもここでクラウド携帯がね。
Cloud's mobile phone is the Trials of Reckoning equipment. That's pretty funny to see.
出てきているイラストがエッゼロとかデザインとはちょっと違うイラストにさせてもらってますけれども、はいはい。クラウドの携帯といつ分もそう一緒な。
And of course you have your limited titles as well. For Trials of Reckoning, as
Let
usual.
I add something on this. I want to say that this phone is a Sony phone that they actually sell it in Japan. for a time, and it was very popular sale in the past also.
16日からはこちらが開催されます。主にクラウドティファの育成がしやすくなるキャ
I
ンペーン
used to
を
see
実施してい
people
ます
using
ので
that
気に
phone,
なる方はぜひチェックしてみてく
the
ださい。
same one as
そして
Cloud.
先ほど紹介したログインボーナスでゲットできるピッ
Yeah,
クアップ
so
召喚
many
券もぜひ
campaign.
活用してください。
But
4月
mostly
23
it's
日から
just
は
the
カダ
stuff
ージの
we
育
already
成
know.
キャンペーンも追加で実施していきますのでこちらも忘
I
れず
will
に
tell you if
お待
there's
ちください
anything new.
はい
さあ以上でございます。
Nothing new.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seems like the
no
usual
more
stuff.
the usual collab
で
campaign.
もコメント見てると、
はい
AC 詳しい人が多くて、
うわ
まあさっきのリユニオン、反応してくれてて、やっぱ世代的にやっぱ AC 見てる人多いんでしょうね。
いやそうですよね。
いや当時確かあれなんですよ。ごめんなさい、これあくまで僕
By the way, I've never watched 587 Advent Children. Is it good?
映像作品としてかなりの本数で出たはずなんですよ。
Actually, it's very good. I would recommend it, although it's very old now, so I am not sure if you're gonna be as impressed as people who watched it before.
売れるみたいなやつの時に、確かね AC 相当売れたはずで。
By the way, Odaiba, I think your cartoon avatar has some problem.
それもすごい。
Oh.
I am not sure if I should relog or not. Relog the Discord channel.
No, it's fine.
Oh, it
Just let
doesn't
it.
need.
Yeah, just let it stay broken. It's fine.
Or I can just disconnect and reconnect quick. Let me try.
だからね、まあ今後もあるかもしれないですし。
確かに
ちょっとまだね、全然まだ第一弾なんで。
とにかくセブンが好きなんだ。
Okay, I'm
Ruby
back.
Taku says used to watch it almost every day when it came out. LOL. Wow. Okay, so Advent Children must be really good, right?
Yeah, Advent Children is really good
そ
movie.
してイベントも楽しみに
One of the best Square Enix ever
さあ
made,
以上
I
最新
think.
コラボ情報
I
で
see.
Legendary one.
続いてのコーナーは
All right, so this is going to be the fun segment of the show, I guess. We're gonna do a quiz.
Hey, Odaiba, if you want, you can replay the information you missed, heard last
Yep.
time. You, why they are doing this mini game show.
That's right. So I'm gonna go back and look at. I think the most important thing is the cloud defenses that they mentioned because they just listed everything so quickly. So I'm gonna go back and take a look at that while you
Take your
guys
time,
watch
it's okay.
the while you guys watch for the quiz.
Okay, why this?
オートマタのコラボ発表をした放送でもニーヤに関するクイズを行いましたが、それよりもかなり難易度の上がったものになっています。コメントの皆様も参加型となっていますので、ぜひ
Oh, why they are making a quiz on Nier Automata quiz instead?
アナザーストーリーに関するクイズをここにいるみんなで挑戦していきたいと思います。ここからは宇沢さん、よろしくお願いします。
はい、じゃあちょっとバトンタッチさせていただきます。私からは今回のカルトクイズの内容を説明していきますね。まずここにいる皆様には計5問のクイズに挑戦していただきます。石川さん、藤田さん、浅田さん、広野さんの4名で、この4名で出題された問題に対し、4人で相談して皆さんで1つの答えを。
いいですね。めちゃめちゃいいじゃないですか。
1個みんなで1個ね。
ギルドですねこれ。
で計全部で5問あって、もう5問全問正解狙っていきましょうと。で、もしも全問正解できたら、ユーザーの皆様に限度席1000個をプレゼント。
So this kind of quiz is that they are going to let the people in the live stream, basically Hirono, Uchita, and Asaruto-san and Misoshiru answer the question. And if the answer is correctly, everyone get
結構ね、ちょっとね、
the reward together.
本当に難しいと思うんで。
And Lucio-san said that is very difficult question.
いかがですか？いいですか？早速。
自信はないですよね。
And Hirono said that he is not confident. Well, to be honest, I think that in the JP chat, people will spoiler the answer. Anyway, because there are so many people watching, some gonna about to know the answer and tell them. So basically, we always get mark rewards anyway.
お手並み拝見の第1問からしていきますね。最初なのでね、初級問題となっております。
カルトクイズなのに？
いきます。
最初なんです。
第1問。ルルギアの弱点はどこでしょうか？
Okay,
偏頭痛持ち。
where is the weakness
2番。
on Lulugia? I don't know this, by the way. If anyone know, you probably have to follow from the story.
大丈夫ですか？
これ余裕じゃ ないですか。
これじゃあ
あれ待って
一旦相談タイム相談タイム。
だって3しかなくないですか。3だよね。
3番じゃないですか。
3でしょ。
3と思いましたけど
クリスタルの選手に胃があったんだっていうのが。
確かにね。
Yeah, I totally not follow on this part of the side story.
クリスタル選手が内臓に
Anyway, I
まあ
think
まあねもうねコメントの皆さんも多いかな。
はいはい
ね。
3でしょ3。
三で
皆さん聞いて。
Bastomat. Oh, okay.
アサルトさん初。
If it's Bastomat,
これだけ
then
言ってください。
yeah.
お願いします。
じゃあ3番でお願いします。
正解は
Okay. Asaluto said third question, Bastomat. Okay, so yep, you know it. That is correct answer.
はいわかりますよ。
Wow,
第
congrats.
2問。
はい
アナスト2章4節にて
はい
ハウレット・タイタス・チェル・ラフがフェネスに向かう際、
はい
ハウレットが名言を言います、
はい。
丸の中に入る正しいセリフはどれでしょうか。分かっていないな弟よ、女性とは常に〇〇
Oh, this one is too hard.
はい
It's like Howlet, Titus, Shell,
ここで入らないけど。
and Love.
あそうだ
We should talk before,
小賢しい
and it's basically
1番本心
talk about one セリフ
口にしてしまうもの
that
美しく叶わないものなのだから3番
Howlet
愛されるべき存在だよ
is talking about brother
確かにね
and talking about girl and oh. That part they want people to feel in the sentence. Obviously, I don't think I remember this.
そこまで書いてないな、ちょっとごめんなさいね。
これわかんないな。
ヒント
Yeah, nobody seem to know.
あるんですか？
ヒント
そのヒントあります？
ラフのお
まあラフに対するって感じだとすると1っぽいですよね。
ラフに対
ラフが
するだった
こう
らね
ね中二感丸出しでこう
Yeah, nobody know the answer
あり
somehow.
がとう。でもね、私は夜の闇を生きるものだからっていうセリフに対しての返答。
ああじゃあまあ1でしょ。
確かにだ
どうなのわかんない。
流れはもう完全にそうです
からコメントの流れも
一番で
1説が
でも
大丈夫ですか
2もちょこちょこ
Somehow they are relying on comment right now in the live chat because nobody actually know the answer. It's too hard.
誰に言わ
Who
れ
would remember every conversation?
ここは
ここはそうですね。
一番ですか
流れ的には一致なんじゃないかなと。
はい
よし
ありがとう
行
ございます。
こう絶対1だよ大丈夫だよ。
1番どうだ正解はこちら。
Okay, he answered first one and correct. I think that is probably coming from live chat.
ハウレット分かっていないな弟よ、女性とは常に本心とは裏腹な言葉を口にしてしまうもの、で関わるなということは声をかけろと言っているに等しいとなぜ気づかない。
It's such a long sentence. Who would remember all?
その流れ
ね流れがあったの。
なるほどハウレットらしい。
やっぱイケメンに読んでもらいたいよね。
Swan Princess said they could have done letter 13 and new character. Letter 13 could be fire element, right? Yeah. And cat seed, but I think letter 13 and cat seed might not sell so well in my opinion. By the way, this is also another conversation quiz. So this girl, Yurika, mentioned to talk to Jung about Jung Sang. And then, oh,
むずい
hey you,
宇宙の地ってなんだろう。
and have to feel on that.
そう1はないんですよこれ多分
宇宙の地ってそんな
で
出てきたことない気がする。オチュウの血は
オチュウの血はあれなんですよ。一章で
出てます。
そうルシオと一緒にオチュウを倒す
方にやりましたね。オチュウ強かったんですよね。
多分10のクエストで
Yeah.
メイン
Anyway, I think
めっちゃ頑張った
I don't know this answer, so
マジわか
I
ん
will
ない
focus on the chat.
結構2いった
But I must say this unit will have better sale vs them. I can only think of Vincent will be the same level of sale as Cloud and Sephiroth. Yeah, that's true. The thing is that Vincent has a bit of Vincent on Rebirth has skill problem. He only have a little bit of skill set when he appear as a boss character,
ジュームが
so it's not enough skill set somehow. They have to make up their own skill when if they want to release Vincent.
されてますし
Or they could do it like
って言ってくれてる
wait and
ねじゃあ
I think it's better if you wait until the third part of the game before you release Vincent,
石川さん
in my opinion. And there's also another issue.
お願いします。第3問。
If you want Cloud to have upgrade, and if you compare between Cloud Rebirth and then if you compare Cloud Rebirth together with the previous Cloud Reform Remake, I think the difference is very little, to be honest. Cloud Rebirth and Cloud Remake, they share almost same skill set. Cloud Rebirth get a lot of skill because of the combination attack system from what I play. But other than that, for the basic skill, it's all the same as Rebirth. Remake, sorry. So it's just a little bit upgrade and new LB only. So they probably think that it's not enough update for Cloud, so that's why they make AC version instead. And Cloud would wear new outfit too, so it look different. In comparison between Cloud AC and Cloud Rebirth and Cloud Remake, if you have to pick two versions, you would pick the version that is more different. So I think they make the right decision on this. Although I think that putting Sephiroth now is too fast, to be honest. I think if they want to put Sephiroth, they probably don't need Kadasch, but in my opinion, I would put Sephiroth to appear later day instead of now. So there would be a 3 character, 1 free character, 2 gacha. It would be a right amount. Currently, I think not many people gonna pull Kadasch, but if you're gonna let me talk about the meta or gameplay wise, I think Kadasch team probably gonna be stronger than Sephiroth team. Because Sephiroth is only by himself, he probably broken character by any means. But Kadasch, he has Zoom. Currently, there are 2 strongest PPSec in the game. One is Ashen King, another is Zoom. Next, we're gonna have Cloud and Tifa. So now, water will be the only element with 2 of the strongest characters put together, Kadasch and Zoom. Whereas other elements, only 1 by 1. So water element has disadvantage. They have more of the new generation unit than other element right now. So even though Kadasch gonna be weaker than Sephiroth, in the end, Kadasch team probably more stacked. Sephiroth team join with Fi. Fi need a lot of help, by the way. Fi team is a bit weak right now. Your best character is still so, right? From very old time in the past. What else does Fi have? I would say War, but War is a tank, right? So I am talking about the PSEC only. So basically, it's gonna be Vogt and maybe Sephiroth. And in global, you probably can use Oberon. You can use Dario also because it's a katana, by the way. It's a katana team, so Sephiroth, Oberon, and Dario would fit well. In Japan, though, it's different. In Japan, we don't have Oberon. So it's gonna be Dario and Sephiroth. Then we don't have the third person for Katana team. So Katana team will not be a successful choice in Japan. But in global, you can use it. Yes, sadly, I don't know why they still make Lunar New Year Oberon as Distinctive Exclusive Global Unit. When they already mentioned globalization, there should be no global exclusive unit anymore, but they still have it. So yeah, that part we're gonna have different meta. Okay, let's check the chat. Martina said, Richard said the thing is that people are drained after Asian Warrior back to back along with VC, and now this. They are totally handling on Wells wallet. Oh, actually, about that, I want to give you some recommendation. You know what? Asian King is coming. Jum just come not long ago. And I think this is global anniversary, right? If you want to purchase a new ID, that hot, 100,000 of gem, it's probably a good choice to do it now. Because I feel like this is the new generation, where people gonna build a new team. Old and news alike. Because all unit gonna be weak now. New unit are the strong one. So basically, if you start now with a new fresh ID, but with a lot of gem, I'm not gonna say where do you purchase those ID. It's actually not the right thing to do, but yeah, there are many sellers who sell ID with hot a lot of gem. You purchase that and you just purchase all the new unit. You can make team within a few months, I think, and you will be strong. Okay, and then Otina say agree. That's why I'm sacrificing Asian mod for the sake of my poor wallet. Got to decide which to pull, crowd or safe, unless I get lucky. Okay, at this point, I want to answer you that I make the review for Asian King mod, and it's already finished, already uploaded, and it will be public today as soon as the live stream ends, I think. Maybe a bit. I set the time to be 1 hour after this. My Asian King mod review is complete. I even wait until I have the Titan Dark Esper card also before reviewing him. So the team is fully stacked with A2, Asian King, and Odo, the tank. Actually, I don't want you to skip Asian King though. He's very good unit if you play Earth. Otherwise, I think you can skip him. Yeah, because every element gonna have new strong unit. But I would say from what I see, Asian King mod will stay a bit longer than regular unit. Because even after I check Crowd skill and Kadasch skill and Tifa skill a while ago, I still feel that their skill is weaker than Asian King mod. So Asian King mod is probably just like the 5 version of King mod. Is above average. Cloud is probably above average too, and yeah, despite that, I still feel like Cloud's skill set is not as good as Asian King mod. Okay, now let me read more chat. Luciano says they won't share MS. You order FF7 unit get update? Would be perfect chance for MA2. No info about that unlikely. But actually, doesn't all the old FF character get MA2 already? Unless I forget. I'm not sure on that, but I thought all of them get MA2. From the Final Fantasy Pixel celebration. I think that thing they did. I remember that get upgrade or something. Next. Luciano say, I just realized you can run Light Cloud and Dark Sephiroth together. Yep, you can do that. Dark and light element are the same now with the PC to bring them together. Although it would be better if they share weapon. Next, I hope the integrate unit get MA2 and I'll be upgrade. Oh yeah, if you are talking about Final Fantasy VII Integrate, they do not have MA2 yet. I was mentioning the old crowd, they already have MA2.
宇沢さんにもいろいろとサポートいただきまして
ありがとうございます。
Luciano say I already got Zoom. I don't want to skip Asian mod, but it will be Lila. FF7 AC might take years. Well, I think maybe yes. Dot block. Which? Oh my god, sorry, dot block. Oh my god, dot block. Actually, I just see you message just now. Hey there, long time no see. Ever since Grand Blue versus. Yeah, sorry, lately I stream other game now. More than Grand Blue versus. But at least I finished off my tournament.
で今回に関してはグローバル版と同時に開催をさせていただく。
Oh yeah, but I still want to thank you for the super tank dot block. I'm not sure last time if you heard me or not.
ぜひこの期間アリーナをやってみていただければなと思います。はい。
As a fan, I want FF version. It was never about power for me. Asian Monk LB look powerful, even better than FF7 unit. Yep, true. That's what I'm about to say. Luciano say not Sephiroth and Yuffie. They didn't get MA2 yet. Yeah, sorry for the delay. Yep, I mean FF Integrate doesn't have it yet. That agility plus luck we see gonna be hot. Sure do. I'm gonna prove it. Agility and luck is the best. They mentioned that they consider that card because they want Cloud and Tifa to pair together. So that's why agility and luck.
豪華に関してはクラスマッチ、ピックアップマッチ、フリーマッチ、デュエルのマッチ系。
Oh wait, actually I have to forbid me. I have to be a developer now.
で手に入る。
Five Volitas.
で予定をしております。
Class match, pick up match, and free match. Oh, it's gonna appear on May. So we have Sephiroth partner now, but it's probably gonna take time until you get him. Alright, so basically, they're gonna bring another 5 unit after Sephiroth. It's gonna appear on May, the 5 Valitas. So now I mentioned not long ago that JP Sephiroth team does not complete because we don't have 5 Oberon. Remember, just not long ago? Yeah. Now the team will be complete because the 5 Volitas is here. But it's gonna take like 3 months until you can finally use him. The 5 Volitas will be obtainable from class match, pick up match, and free match. So if you do free match every day, you can get him faster.
はい、ご好評だった天意村がに続いて、海洋門と降臨と強そう。はい。
And next, they are mentioning that we're gonna have a new super difficult multiplayer quest, just like the Liam Skirt and Mulaga before. This time you're gonna have to fight against Asian King army with your friend. It's a multi-quest after all. I'm gonna use like Asian King versus Asian King. But actually it seems
遊んでいただければなと思っております。で、こちらも恒例のキャンペーンを実施させていただこうかなと思ってます。
That's all to it.
はい、ちょっとね、文字で
And there are campaign also. Same reward as before. Also special titan for you.
各それぞれ海洋門と天意、村だったりを、
Okay, let's go back to chat.
抽選討伐していただいた中で抽選で限度席をプレゼントするというキャンペーンになってますので、期間中ぜひですね、過去の、マルチクエストも含めて、クリアをしていただいて、でぜひちょっとクリアできた
Sasasat say to Gumi, you too are great.
クリアした方が引っ張っていただけるとすごい助かる。
Thank you.
はい。詳細はこれもう後ほどトーク。
Let's make me happy.
目がチカチカしちゃっても本当にもう
Next.
明るいんでちょっとね。はい。
I'm happy with the collab, but gonna pass it and gonna go for Asian Monk. Yeah, it might be a safe choice too, but depend on your element. If you think that your Asian Monk can mix with them, then go for it. And we are not even counting the VC, so many pull. True. Asian Mon is a smart choice, and Jum. Actually, I agree that Asian Mon is smart choice, but I don't think Jum is pretty much required to pull right away. If you can like stay behind other people for 1 month, then you might not need Jum after all because Jum is a permanent character. You would need Jum in global though because Jum in global is 1 month early release, so she basically power creep quickly. But you will be fine if you pull Asian King Mon. He can definitely win against Jum.
またですね、ダインベルグの教会のね、方にいるルティアル。
Richard Spencer say gonna prioritize more on the limited VC if they are good. Asian Mon will be rerun faster than this collab. Well, that is true. The VC, especially luck and agility one, is important. 5 Sephiroth would be great too. 5 Veritas great, just my game. 5 Veritas is spear unit, right? Axe.
4月終盤から始まる
Whoa, look good
みん
now.
な大好きなあのイベント
I think my 5 team gonna be Volt, Sephiroth, and 5 Veritas.
ウィークで
But hard to say by the way, 5 Veritas will not be ready to use until a long time. You have to collect medal from free match.
さあということで4月終盤からゴールデンウィークに入ります。平間さんご紹介お
I
願い
will
し
farm
ます
medal in free match and CM. My Veritas chart are to free match. Free match? Okay, to answer that question, yep. My Veritas chart can obtain in 3 way on free match, on the CM, and on the quick pit match also. Basically, the limitation map. Dark Titan VC almost finished, and I definitely gonna pull for Dark Titan. Yeah, that's cool. If you pull Dark Titan, basically you can mix Ice and Earth together. So I could even fill in Tifa and Asian King in the same team.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back,
Did
Odaiba.
you explain the stuff on the screen now already?
Yeah, I already
For Golden Week
explained the
campaign.
new stuff.
Okay.
You can go with the old stuff.
いつものごとく今後の
All right. So basically, well, maybe you want to go through this, Russ?
お願いします
You can go it. I need to
Okay.
fix my avatar a bit.
All right, sure. So in April, they're going to make the game easier to play. Or rather, this was actually in the past, right? Okay. So this is for the upcoming update. For April, the next update will let us be able to easily come out of proxy. Like even if you register proxy, if you just do anything, you'll come out of proxy. And then the other thing is after you attack once, you can set proxy again. And then the second part, in the future, there's a bunch of stuff that they've listed here. So most of this they've already mentioned before, but let's see. So the new stuff is okay, so the guild battle reserve system, this is the 5v5 thing. It's coming back in May, as previously mentioned, as a beta version. And then the other stuff is letting people temporarily store compositions, team compositions, and trust stone templates. Not too sure what they mean by that. And then the stuff like
The trust stone that you can shoot, they have been mentioned this too many times.
yeah,
But
that's the
never
biggest
come.
one.
Never come.
And then there's like the multi-quest auto battle, so it will auto run your multi-quest without you having to use a macro.
ストですっていう形でやるのかっていうのは検討させていただこうかなと思っております。はい、以上です。
ゲームの不具合だけじゃなくてうちの基幹システムの方でもねトラブルあったりして。
So for the result system, they are making one improvement in the future as well, which is that you're going to make it easier to see the team and the reserve units all at once. So it's a UI improvement. Of course, for global viewers, for global players, you probably don't know what you're talking about because you haven't played 5v5 before.
Yeah. But that is just beta test.
Yeah.
4周年記念最新コラボ大公開スペシャル。そろそろエンディングのお時間となりました。ここで番組冒頭
So what did I? So they're going to talk about the Twitter campaign. What did I miss earlier? I saw on the stream there was the Fire Veritas, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they talked about the Ashen Mont multi quest.
Yeah. I already talked about that, so you can go with what we missed that you went for replay.
Yeah.
How is the VC effect?
Yeah, I think after, so I wrote it down already. I think after this, you can go back to the cloud slide so that we can talk about the things that they mentioned that's not written down.
Alright, good idea.
Yeah, because right now it's a bit, because the screen is showing something else, it's kind of difficult to talk about it.
Alright. So we wait until at the end then.
Yeah.
Odaiba already check back and summarize it. That's cool.
And then at the same time, we can sort of, for the people who came in late, we can sort of do a little bit of recap for the people who missed the earlier parts.
Yeah, good idea.
すごいことになってる。
5 billion gil. Oh, by the way, I wish I would get money as easy as this in real life.
Yeah.
What a
And remember,
number.
Gil in
Inflection
this
number.
game, Gil in this game is a good way to get your Rainbow Mind Spears, so it's actually really important in the game.
300 elemental chart of any of your chosen. 6 weed and so many other stuff. I couldn't read it in time.
Yeah. Aricelia in the chat is like, give us the Trust Stone update!
Yeah, they should. I have been waiting for that, so annoying.
Yeah.
Never come.
And I'm not sure if you heard, but I think Stone Throwing Mon, Toseki Monto, he quit the game because...
Oh,
Was it him or... I forgot if it's him or
it's not him.
Hamu.
It's not
Oh, it's
him.
Hamu, right?
Yeah,
it's
I
Hamu.
know about that. I follow the other guy that is
Yeah.
that he has animal on his display channel, right? A cute
Yeah.
animal symbol. Yeah, I know he quit it, but not the Mon throwing stone. That funny one still stay.
Right. It's the other guy. So people have actually quit the game over the late delivery of the Trust Stone improvement. Like, what's taking them so long? It's like the most important thing.
About the Trust Stone improvement, basically it's quality of life though, but it's not that I can't do it or anything. I just slowing, but I don't know why. What is the delay? The reason and
Yeah.
stuff.
Exactly. Oh, it's probably an apply thing.
Yeah, maybe it's related to app. I don't think it's something hard to do.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because, I mean, I'm sure you've noticed recently there are a lot of really weird bugs. So theoretically speaking, those things will be easy to fix as well. But you know, they just can't fix it right now.
I see. That could happen then. Yeah, probably something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, this is IT thing, right? When they fix something little and they fix one bug and they have 100 bug pop up or something, like Hydra.
Right. Like if they can do it that way, then I think it's not that difficult to do it. They just have to actually develop it. But what do you think of? I think I almost feel like all of the new units are must pull because they break the balance of all the old characters.
Well,
I'm like, what the hell?
There are two voices about that. some part of the people just dislike it, of course, because they have been collecting unit, right? They feel like they have to reset. Some people
Yeah,
like
they do.
it and choose this opportunity to remake a new ID. They say that, oh, it's good time. I have some people has hard time to catch up, and they think that this make them catch up easier because usually they have big gap between old player and new player. If you make all the new units strong, like a reset, and the new player has better chance to catch up. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
I talk with people that hey, if you want to purchase a new ID with a lot of gem, that might be your thing to do it right now. So you can start with Asian King mod and Jum as
Yeah,
a start
for
of
sure.
2 units, right? After that, you can slowly catch up.
Yeah, I think for people who are starting now, really you just focus on those two, Ashamon and June, and then you just focus on the new FF7 units,
Yeah.
and you pretty much can already catch up to like the top, probably like the top 50 guilds or maybe even top 20 guilds, because all those teams look crazy.
Yeah, I have Discord. You know that already. Well, you are already in. I mean, I talked with Luciano before, and he was like, "Yeah, what if he just put all the new unit together?" And my answer to him is that, yeah, you can totally do that, and it will be a strong with even generic card.
ぜひね、
Yeah.
まだだってやってないからね、石もね、まだいっぱいもらえるし、ね、楽しいね、ミッション。
So guys, don't forget that. So this week is the unit selector banner. I'm pretty sure next week they're going to give us a vision card selector. So if you have any holo vision cards you miss out of that are quite important, that's the time to try and pick it up.
Yeah, and I didn't. They never mentioned about the stat from the EX board increased on the new character, but I bet every new character is probably the same.
What do you mean?
Like
The
Jum and the Asian King, they have board stat higher than normal.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
When you up the panel, their stat increase is a lot, and that is the reason behind why there's higher stat than normal.
I wonder if it's only limited to cost 100. Will be interesting to see if Tifa and Kadasch also enjoy those stat increases. Who are you most excited to? Are you planning to pull all of them?
Nope, definitely nope. That is why I talked before when Sephiroth suddenly pop up. I think the first skip is Kadasch for sure. So Cloud and
Really,
Sephiroth.
he looks really good too.
He look really good, but anyway, if you know the movie, he get kicked by Sephiroth as soon as Sephiroth appear.
Oh.
Well, actually, it's like he turned into Sephiroth, but Sephiroth took control of his body.
I see.
He is this called Sephiroth. That's why you see that his skill is very similar to Sephiroth. Yeah, and what actually is Kadasch katana?
He's katana, yeah.
Oh my god. You can do a
Yeah.
combo of Sephiroth and him.
Yep. And that's why people are confused about why they're saying, she can pair really well with Shadow Links.
Yeah.
It's because he has the sniper skills, right? The hunter skills.
Yeah, I will want to ask you about that also after you already rechecked. Because I heard at midway when I was talking, he keep mentioning about he gonna pair well with Shadow Link.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
Luciano here, he loves Shadow Link so much, so maybe Luciano gonna want to know this. Anyway, let's check the chat question.
Wait, they're talking about FFT. Yeah, they said they're definitely keeping that in mind. And So please wait for it. They are definitely following up on the FFT thing.
Okay. Well, it doesn't mean anything, but it still give us some hint that this means it's probably next collab.
Maybe for the 5th anniversary even. They can just bring it back during 5th anniversary.
But when is 4.5? I want to ask. What time is 4.5?
4.5 is like next month. It's actually now, right?
Now? Oh.
It's in the middle of May. But there won't be a 4.5 anniversary because they already said there will just be global anniversary and JP anniversary.
Oh, okay. They mentioned it. All right.
They mentioned it during the Road to Worldwide.
And
So
actually,
there won't be a 4.5.
in my opinion, it won't be on 5th anniversary. In my opinion, that is too long. I think that if they mention that, please wait for it. Usually it comes as next collab. So I feel like after the FF7 collab, next collab schedule gonna be FFT, and that could probably appear on June.
Yeah.
June is the time for
That
next
might make
collab.
sense. June is too soon. Come on. The LS7 collab is going to last all the way until the end of May. And then they go straight into another collab.
Well, what should I say? It's basically usually what they appear, unless they have the summer unit that time. It could delay to July. It depends on year though. I remember there are only some year that June has a collab. Most of the time June is like summer, and then July is a collab.
I don't know.
Yeah, it could be like that.
It changes from year to year, so I'm not too sure. By the way, they just mentioned that, once they say their goodbyes, they're going to replay the movie, and then at the end there will be, because earlier when they showed us the movie, it didn't include Sephiroth. So they're going to show us the movie one more time, and then at the end, Sephiroth will appear in it as well. So this is a version with Sephiroth.
Okay, let's watch it without speaking, and then after that, we gonna replay the important recap. I will open the music louder for this one. Right, please enjoy. This is the best version of Tifa.
Yeah, definitely. What about the swimsuit version?
悪いけど負けられないんだ。
やっと母さんに会えたんだ。全力で行く。はっしゃっ消し飛べ。思い出の中でじっとしていてくれ。
Oh, right. Yeah, by the way, I just want to say that all the music OST are definitely from Final Fantasy Advent Children version of the music. They put it right.
私は思い出にはならない。
Yeah, and I don't know why Sephiroth has two movies just for him. He seems VIP.
He is definitely VIP.
Alright, so we're gonna go back and recap the miss-over part. Let's start with the Cloud part where he talked about defensive mechanic.
Okay.
Or you can recap everything actually.
Yeah, I think I'll just recap everything since I think there were people.
And I will remove their voice.
Yeah. No, you can just play it in the background, and then as they're talking, I'll just talk over them. That's fine as well.
Okay.
So this starting from this part. So as you guys can see, Cloud cost 100 light. Did you explain the sub jobs earlier when they were? I'm not sure. Anyway, the sub jobs were
Great Night and Night.
Yeah, Great Night and Night. So for Great Night, the skill he's getting is something called Great Slash. Sorry, I didn't look up the skill name, so I don't know what is the glow version called. But they said
It's
that the Great
the skill name is Omni/Verify Global. For this,
Omni Slash for Great Night. Okay. Well, okay, and then for the other one for Night, it's just Trinity Break, which is common.
Actually, I mean the LB name. You mean the Great Night name? Oh,
No, I meant the skill, the level 12 skill for Great Night.
oh, okay.
It's something called Great Slash. So maybe like if somebody knows what that is, maybe just chime in on chat. But anyway, the limit burst is a single target attack. 3 turn. First of all, you give Cloud 3 turns of physical damage up on himself first before doing before breaking physical barrier on the target and doing damage XL, and for 3 turns. What is this? For 3 turns of the enemy target, the the type chain resistance will be debuffed on the enemy target as well, and Cloud will have a one-time AP recovery. So nothing special on that. It's just everything on the page. So if you can, are you on the next slide now? Okay, so you're already on the. So for the Cloud stuff, you know what? I think I'll start with the thing that they didn't write now, which is that for the defenses, one of his support abilities will give him AoE effect damage mitigation. So this is basically the bigger the AoE effect area, the more damage mitigation he will get. And then of course, other than that, so that's the one that that's not on screen. And then the other stuff, the magic barrier, the shell, and the physical damage mitigation are all from his AoE buff skill on the upper right hand side. And then the other thing that was not mentioned, for some weird reason, they didn't really talk about this, but in the unit type, the unit performance, right, they did mention that he has some way to lower single target resistance on the enemy. But it was not in any of the skills listed here, so I think it's another skill elsewhere. So,
isn't that a bit weird because all of his skills are all AoE,
right?
Yeah. And he even have AoE penetration.
I know, yeah, it's a little bit weird, but for some reason he has that, which I guess is, I don't know, maybe it's meant to combo with something else that we're not told about.
Combo
yet.
with Tifa.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so I'm going to start with the lower left-hand side. This is, I think, cross slash. I think is what it's called.
Yep,
in
correct.
English. So the effect is 3-turn AoE resistance penetration up on himself first, so he can penetrate AoE resistance for 3 turns before doing 3 hits of damage L and guaranteed hits. And then the level 140 upgrade is this move will also add the effect remove the physical AoE damage mitigation. This is the effect the bigger the area effect, the bigger the area of effect, the more
we
damage
call
mitigation.
it soul reduction, so AoE reduction, basically. And currently, only Ashen King has the ability to remove it. So Cloud is the second.
Yeah, so he'll also have it, and obviously, if you look at the effect of this skill, holy cow, it's the square shape effect. So you can potentially catch 2 or maybe even 3 enemies with that. So it's kind of, I don't know, it seems like overboard, but hey, they decided to give it that. And then on the upper right-hand corner, so this is the buff that I was talking about. This is going to be his main defensive buff. 4 turns of what is this? 4 turns of shell for all the allies, including himself, and then Cloud himself will also get courage. And as long as courage or shell is on Cloud with this buff, right? As long as one of them is still on Cloud, he will also get single target resistance up. And the debuff effect of before hitting an enemy, he will remove protect first. And then finally, on top of all that, he also gets 4 turns of physical damage mitigation effect. Kind of crazy. And then next up, on the lower right hand corner, this is a cross-shaped AoE attack. It's a pretty simple one. It's an AoE attack that will dispel all of the buffs on the enemy targets first before doing damage L. And 3-turn, this is
Shadow Link.
buff. Yeah, it's not Shadow Links. Shadow Links is, I'm actually not sure. I'm actually not sure how Shadow Link's effect is written in Japanese, but it could be Shadow Link, so that's something I would have to look up. But basically, it's the thing is, it says buff reflection rate down. So I don't know if it's meant, because for Shadow Links I thought it's the opposite. I thought it's the debuff reflection rate down. Isn't this the opposite?
Shadow Link is basically make you buff at lower value. So this is basically make this spell opponent buff first, and then if they try to buff again, they get lower value.
Okay.
It's totally the same one.
Yeah, if that's the case, then yeah, it's exactly the same as Shadow Links. So this is really good for if you know that your enemies have something like AoE resistance, percentage lowering, that kind of thing. And then the new one is a single target resistance, percentage lowering, which Tifa and Ashenmon have. So if you land this attack first on the enemy, then they can't really do the percentage lowering on your resistance. So this is actually I think it's one of the best abilities in the game. And so far only Shadow Links has it, but now Cloud also has it. So it's ridiculously good.
Yeah, I think Cloud, after hearing your EX upgrade effect, I feel that he is probably on par with Ashen King. But I don't think this skill is the strong one, the real strong, because when I used Shadow Link before, I think that this buff is too late. Usually before...
Oops. PST?
Usually, yeah.
You got disconnected there for a bit, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Usually when I use Shadow Link, my experience is that the enemy already fully buffed before they're gonna fight you. So your buff effect reduction will have to go after that. So you have to remove that buff first, but I don't know. I just feel that they're not gonna buff anyway. It's the same as this spell attack.
I see.
Because the buff that gonna get effect by this is gonna be buff that they use active skill when they hit on you and they buff, something like that.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it's definitely a pretty hard to use effect for sure. Even in even with Shadow Links, it's really hard to land it the way you want it to, to work.
Yeah, but this skill, the strong one here, for sure. This is cheating because you know what? With all that effect and sure hit and lane and distance and AoE, it also 3 hit chain, just like the rapid chain that you have before. Remember 3
Right.
hit?
Yeah.
Annoying. That sure hit 3 hit chain from the old version crowd. What the skill that make him the best at that time, and this skill the same. It's the upgrade.
Yeah. Pretty nuts. And then there's one more thing they mentioned that was not on the slides, which is that so obviously his LB has physical barrier break, but on his sub job, the Great Knight sub job also has barrier break. So that was one more thing that they noted. So it will be pretty easy to break barriers using Cloud. In case you were wondering, oh, maybe you can defend against Cloud by having physical barriers up. That's not going to be the case. All right, so that
he had to use barrier LB for barrier break, right?
yes, but he also has barrier break move on his sub job, the Great Knight sub job.
Now that I am thinking about this, actually he not gonna use LB because it's ST attack, right? He has a lot of AoE penetration, so the chance for him to use LB is less. So he likely use AoE more.
It depends. We have to see the numbers to be sure, but what I'm thinking is basically because barrier is usually cut damage by 50%. So as long as the enemy has a barrier, usually it will trigger this move, because if you can't break the barrier using any other attack, then the limit burst is going to give you a higher amount of attack. And on top of that, you have to remember he also gets 10 or 20% overall physical damage up. So that adds to the damage numbers
Right.
for
Actually,
the skill as well.
yeah. Actually, I want to add input a bit. The percentage from the LB of new unit is 240%. Normal old unit usually it's not this high. It's
Right.
200%.
Right, for XL, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's another thing you think about. So it depends on it could be that without a barrier, maybe the AoE skill, right, will do more damage than LB, which is good because that way you can save the limit burst for when you're facing a single opponent with barrier, like a tank that has barrier or something like that. And then if there's no tank with barrier, if there's just a tank and another target and both of them don't have barrier, then you just use the Cloud's AI will just use the AoE attack, to deal more damage overall. So that's actually a good thing. It's kind of like Melnir's limit burst if you remember that, similar in that sense. All right, so next up, Tifa. Sub jobs were, I forgot what is the new Lancer job called, but it's the new type of Lancer, and then the other one is Pugilis. And then I wrote down the name of the moves, but I don't know what they are called in English. So I'll look it up later on, I guess. Probably not very important.
Okay, her sub job is basically the spear and the strike. The buck is the old one, right? This one.
Sorry, what? The Pugilis, right?
It is the old one. The
old one,
oldest
yes.
strike job.
The strike one is the old one, but the Lancer one is the new one, if I'm not wrong.
The new one, you mean the one from young version of
what's his name from the Water Dragoon guy?
That is High Dragoon. That name is High Dragoon. It's not this name.
Oh, it's okay. Is there a new Lancer job then? Because I don't think it's the old Lancer job, right?
There is young father.
Yeah, I think
and Eileen. So there are only two possibilities. Their name look similar, either young Ode or Eileen, but it looks somehow seem Eileen. I don't know.
I'm gonna double check just in case.
Okay, you can talk other stuff first. I will check.
Okay, sounds good. So for Tifa, the limit burst is, let me see here. Okay, I have to go back to. Okay, so limit burst is a single target attack. It will do 3 turns of type chain resistance down on the enemy. before doing 2 consecutive hits of damage XL, and following the damage, 3 turns of critical evasion rate down on the enemy. By the way, for Cloud and Tifa, right, it's not elemental chain resistance down, it's type chain resistance down. So that's something that is relatively new for the game as well.
They are trying to encourage you to use weapon team.
That's right. And then for the unit performance, she is a frontline physical attacker type, and she has things like before doing damage, she can lower the strike resistance on the enemies, and she has single target attack moves that she can hit 2 enemies with that will lower their single target resistance by a certain percentage. And on top of all of that, so basically she's a very fierce frontline attacker, or rather that is what her main job is all about. So as we can see in her lower left hand side, the main area of attack, the AoE, sorry, not area of attack, the main AoE buff move that she uses is really great for strike teams in particular, because she will give everyone, all the allies, including herself, 4 turns of elemental chain resistance, as well as 4 turns of strike resistance
That is the big
penetration.
thing.
Yeah, strike resistance penetration rate up. And
That's why I think Tifa is better pair with strike team, because strike penetration up can pair with all.
Yeah, for sure. And then on top of that, Tifa herself will also get a physical barrier. And it's not just a regular physical barrier, it's a 4-hit physical barrier. So, usually it's 3 hit, but they increase it for the power creep.
Same
And
as
on top,
Ashen King already have
Oh.
this. Yeah.
right, with Ashen King. And then on top of that, she also gets 4 turns of HP drain. Like a portion of the damage that she deals will be drained back into her HP. So that's a really powerful effect. On the upper right hand side is Dual Blizzard. And this is the move that everyone is calling her really cheap for, because it's a single target attack that you can select 2 targets, but before the damage comes out, their single target resistance will be lowered by a certain percentage, and then they also have 3 turns of reaction ability activation rate greatly reduced, which usually means 100% if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, usually.
And then after that, only after those 2 debuffs have happened, then the damage L comes out, and there is a chance to give them 3 turns of frostbite.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the upgrade for this move, for level 140, I believe, will also make the enemies have AP consumption up.
Oh.
So yeah.
So basically, you are masking around with the AP.
Yeah.
But
So I think
either than
if
that,
you
sorry, you can go ahead.
So if you're using Tifa in your strike team, probably one good way of going about it is make sure that one of your allies have the Win Veritas TMR, and then you further reduce their AP, even more, and deny them the AP restoration effect from bells and other stuff, and you just make them run out of AP as soon as possible using the Tifa attack, which is really crazy.
Interesting. But in that case, Tifa Kid nearly everything look like she want to pair with the strike team. No matter it's be strike penetration up or the tight resistance down, and also ST hit percentage resistance down. I mentioned that before. There are 3 things for Tifa that's gonna be highly compatible with unit like Araya or Kiton, the fifth unit.
Right. Yeah, so obviously she will pair really well with Ketone. And then the move on the lower right-hand corner is a pretty simple AoE attack. It will basically, it's a square, or not square, it's a cross-shape AoE attack that will break physical barrier first before doing damage L to the targets. And the one other thing that they mentioned that wasn't written down here is that for her sub job, the main sub job, she will have a move that's a 3-hit attack that has increased critical hit rate. So that's really good for PvE situations, basically.
Yeah, chain damage. Okay.
Mm.
By the way, I want to tell you the information about her sub job. So basically, that I will say that she has the Eileen sub job and also the oldest strike sub job.
Right.
Yeah, both old job basically.
Yeah, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but she is a free unit, so I guess they don't want to make her too powerful. But
Cost
she's still
90
going to
also.
be, but she's still probably going to be meta for the strike team at the very least.
Are we finished with Tifa?
Yes, we're finished with Tifa.
Okay, Kadasch.
Kadasch.
He
So for
is
Kadasch,
sub job is Hunter and axe the oldest axe again. It is
Strider basically, yeah.
It is
It's
the
called Strider in
OX.
Global.
Okay.
I'm not sure what if there's anything older than Strider, but it's the one that came out with Summer. What's her name? The light base. Crap, I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I can check.
Summer Q-Fei.
Oh yeah, okay, that
Yeah.
one.
Yes,
Right.
that one.
Yeah, it's
Strider.
quite old.
Yeah. So
2 years ago.
the move, I don't know what it's called in global, but in Japanese it's Tatsumaki something something. And then from Hunter, she gets triple shot. So the triple shot is the reason why he can combo really well with Shadow Links, because I believe Shadow Links also has triple shot or something like that. So you can just chain a lot of attacks using that. Can easily get like 5 chain or 6 chain quite easily
I
if
see.
you link them up.
So that is the part when they mention Shadow Link with him.
Correct. That's the main reason. And it's also the reason why people are confused. So is he a katana user or not? Because usually Hunter sub job you don't really see on a sword user. But yeah, he is definitely katana user. And then for his limit burst, let me...
Yeah.
Okay, so for his
It's
limit
on the
burst,
screen right now.
yeah, it's basically Sephiroth's limit burst, but a slightly different version.
Better
AoE
version.
Not really better version, because Sephiroth's one is guaranteed hit, but this one is only increased accuracy. Okay, it's better
And
version in
also
the sense
AP
that it
regen.
regains AP regen for 3 turns. AP regen small, so that is about the same as the Odua TMR, I think. If
Yeah,
I'm not
and
wrong.
you know what? I prefer rather than sure hit, I prefer the accuracy increase. Because nowadays every event unit has nearly all, not all, but nearly all has ignore sure hit. So it's like you have to rely accuracy upgrade better.
Yeah, that's true. So if you look at it that way, then definitely this limit burst is an upgrade over the old Sephiroth one. Remove
Next.
courage, remove re-raise, increase accuracy, and then XL damage, and then 3 turns of AP recovery. So next up, I'm going to start by reading the unit performance. So he is, of course, a frontline attacker, physical attacker type, and so it's already written here, but they did mention it later on as well. But basically, on the unit performance part, they did write that he has all elemental resistance up, as well as re-raise, and on top of those, sorry, give me a moment.
Oh, by the way, while waiting, I want to, if we have time to wait, I want to refresh your character to pop up again. Okay, I refresh it. And I want to give a little bit input that I didn't look it that Kadasch is actually a cost 90 character, not cost 100 character.
Yep. So wonder how good that is going to be for him though, because obviously if you're going to run him in guild battle or PvP situations, usually cost 100 are better, except for LGB situations. Anyway, in the lower left-hand corner, this is going to be a single target attack that will first break physical barrier first. Before so this is a single target attack, but it targets up to 2 targets, and it will break their barriers first before doing 2 hits of damage L. Pretty straightforward, but still one of the better moves in the game because it breaks barrier and the range is pretty good. Next up, on the upper right hand side, this is his AoE buff, and what it will do is it will give all allies 4 turns of, when attacking with physical attack, Man Eater up, as well as so that's the ally effect. And for himself, he gets 4 turns of haste, and also he gets 4 turns of what is this called? Man resistance up, which is I think it's on one of the aspers, but I don't actually know what it's called in global version in English, but it's something like man resistance. So as long as the enemy is human being, I guess this will help with the defense. And on top of that, whenever for the next 3 turns, whenever he attacks, he will also give the target 3 turns of physical damage reduction, meaning the enemies that he hit will do reduce physical damage for the next 3 turns. Actually, this effect is, I believe, 4 turns. So it's 4 turns on Kadasch, and then when he hits somebody, they get 3 turns of reduced physical damage, if I'm not wrong. Because the number is 4 for the first part. And then finally, for the bottom right-hand corner, this is another single target attack that hits up to 2 targets, but this time it will actually do defense percentage lowering on the 2 targets first, greatly reduced, before doing damage L, and this is a guaranteed hit. So overall, he seems like a really crazy single target attacker. Now, for the things that were not written down, that were only mentioned on stream verbally, they did mention that on his sub job, he has a way to increase accuracy, and you don't see it here on the slide in the AoE buff, but he also has a buff that gives him re-raise, which was of course mentioned in the unit performance part. So that's it for Kadasch. PST?
Okay.
Here?
Yeah.
So we can move on to the Holo VC.
I was checking on the comment and people talking about the reincarnation. I want to say that whether this is good news or bad news, the thing is that the new character changed from power stat of ATK 2000 to ATK 2500. So because of that, for the like Asian King max stat people make. So on that part, I mean, if the base stat is higher, the reincarnation stat with it consistently the same constant value. So it means that the difference between the base reincarnation and the max reincarnation will be a little bit smaller.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, so for the Holo VCs, although there's going to be 2 Holo VCs, which is kind of crazy. Both of them you have to pull for limited as well. But the right side one is still being worked on, so they didn't give a lot of details. But I think earlier on PST already explained. I'll go through it later again. But for the first one, like I said earlier, it is for 3 classes only: Sword Warrior, Sword Raid Mage, and Great Sword. And the party abilities are Attack Up, Critical Evasion Up, and Single Target Resistance Up. And the Holo effect is for duels, it's Debuff Weakening effect up. So this is the new type, the one that reduces the amount of effect. Like if you're debuff with, let's say, ATK down 50%, then with this weakening thing, it will reduce it from 50% to 30% or 20% or whatever the number is. So that's for the first card, and then for the second card, PST mentioned this as well, but the only things that are confirmed right now is that it will support Fist users for Tifa and Greatsword users for Cloud. And it will definitely have luck and agility up on the card itself. Yeah. And they mentioned the one thing they pointed out is that they don't want people to think that, oh, does this mean that Tifa is going to be an evade character? Because they explained that the reason they want to give luck to this Holo Vision card is because in the game there aren't actually that many luck effects on the Vision card, so they want to give this one luck to help with accuracy and other stuff.
True.
So we don't.
True.
Yeah. So we don't know for sure if Tifa is evade, but most likely
No,
she's
it's
not.
none, because he already implied that if he say he don't want people to expect Tifa for evade, that word alone already make her not an evade.
That's true, but if you're going to use this in your strike team, then definitely 2P is going to benefit, from it a lot as a evade unit.
2P and the luck
Yeah.
we see.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if I should still consider all unit anymore. I just look on the future now because of the new stat chain.
I see.
Yeah, but if you're gonna pair, there's Araya, Dark Keaton, and 2P that pair well with Tifa.
Yeah, it's hard to say which one is better. Maybe Ketone is better because there's some really crazy things that Ketone can do that nobody else can do.
And they are ST. The other thing is that 2P has both AoE and ST, right? Whereas Tifa and Keaton and also Araya, those three are all about ST attack, and the ST penetration, ST reduction, ST percentage down on the resistance is huge.
Right. So one other thing that they mentioned was that the Holo effect is not confirmed yet, but the Holo effect for this second card will be for guild battles. So for people who play guild battles as their main mode in War of Visions, this is definitely the card to save for, I suppose.
I see. All right. So then I am going to answer a question over there from the chat. Vinicius asks if Sephiroth is the Pocklet curse. The curse is Pocklet or not? Yep, it's a Pocklet. We don't know his LB rate right now, but assuming should be something similar.
Yeah. They say it's basically the same as, previous kinds of status effect rate. So it's likely to be 67% because it's on the limit burst.
Yeah, and thanks for the stream. Appreciate. Okay, thank you. Thank you too. And yep. We only do this because a lot of people join like this, so it's fun. Let's enjoy this together. For image, Mac transient new Sephiroth on day 1. Well, a lot of people surely gonna do that. They did it on Ashen King already. So many people.
Yeah, that's right. So does anyone in the chat have any questions right away? This is like the time to ask if you have anything.
And there is a talk about, is Protect Shell worse than physical or made barrier? Well, they are different calculate and depend if what can be broken. It's like Paper Lock Sister, something like that. If you match the character who can dispel that effect while hitting you, then it depends on just who is the attacker. The barrier could be better or could be worse. For this character or the new character seem to have barrier break. So recently barrier will not be so good.
Right. I saw a question from YouTube J. Was there any mention of LB upgrades for the old FF units? unfortunately not this time. So they basically treat this as its own collab and with no relation to FF7 remake or reintegrate. So they didn't even say that they will rerun the old FF7 units. Because I think maybe if they did do that, then maybe it's a little bit too much because, you know, it's like what, 3 banner characters here to pull for on top of 2 holo VCs. And then if they decide to rerun it, I feel like people will find it to be too much. So I think for that reason, they probably decided, you know what, let's just keep the old characters in the dust. Just focus on the new characters. They're OP AF anyway. All right. Let's see
Alright,
here.
I think that's all. Tina is asking if I have enough for 1 unit. And we see better find Sephiroth or Ancient mod.
Ooh, that's a good question.
The problem is that, you know, they don't even tell us about Sephiroth's skill yet. At all.
Yeah.
Any at all. So we don't know that. I would say that Sephiroth if you go 5 and Ashen King if you go Earth. Ashen King won't be a failure for you because he is like beginning a new meta and also he is above average, everything above average. So even with the standard of all the talking about Crown and Sephiroth and Kadasch and Tifa, I feel like only Crown is on par with Ashen King level. Tifa and Kadasch, despite feel very strong already, I feel that it's a bit below Ashen King. But it's suitable cost for them because they are cost 90.
Yep, definitely. So I think we can't really answer your question for now because Sephiroth's stuff, abilities, and everything has not really been announced. They only showed like a little bit of him. So we don't even know how good of a unit he's going to be. So I think maybe, so it's coming out in JP on May 1st. So roughly at that time, you probably want to, you know, check PST channel or, you know, some other places for information on new unit. And then maybe you want to ask us again after Sephiroth is actually out.
You
After
can
all
ask
the-
us
yeah.
anytime. Actually, both of us are in the same Discord too.
Yeah.
And more than that, I want to say that my Ashen King mod video is ready. It's gonna be published right after this live stream end. Not right after, actually I set it on at 40 more minutes because I think that we gonna have this long stream. But yeah, in 40 minutes it should be auto published. And as for there's a question asking, KW is asking what job is Kadasch Knight? No, Kadasch is Katana. Okay.
And his sub jobs are Strider and Hunter.
Right, thank you. Then Umi, can I ask for a rerun over the skill for Sephiroth? Only Sephiroth only have LB show case. There is no skill. This LB is like a third effect. It's a new alignment effect. When you get inflicted by it, you cannot heal and you cannot revive.
PST, can you move to that slide, you know,
Okay.
so that they can actually see it? Yeah, it's a really cool effect, I have to say, and it will definitely change the way that you play the game. So I almost feel like Sephiroth is like must pull territory. I don't know. Ultimately, it will have to see how good the curse effect is because it seems really crazy. Like imagine, you know, just with a single Sephiroth, you basically destroy any teams that you know, run a healer or even the Jum and A2 team. Because they won't be able to heal each other anymore.
Actually, I love this because I hate how water team healing is so big right now.
Yeah.
It's 50-50 when I fight with them, even using Ashen King. The problem is that Ashen King partner is not as strong as Jum. Jum team is more stuck in compare. And about this effect, I want to ask confirmation with you when you hear it again. Are you sure that the effect when it's put on healer will not be able to heal other unit or
Yeah,
not.
they highlighted that specifically.
Oh, okay.
Healers will not be able to heal anymore.
Yeah, because in the picture it's only show that effect put on
Yes.
someone else.
Yes.
Alright, that is really strong effect. But just like how
No, you can see in the screenshot. Ayaka is healing Mon for 0 HP.
yeah, but the effect is on King Mon, not on Ayaka.
Oh, okay.
I was
I
asking if Ayaka is the one who get effect. It still be the same or not.
Well, this maybe we have to, because they didn't say specifically, to be honest. So I think, wait, you know what? Let me just listen to it again then.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And
So maybe you can chat with the viewers while I just confirm that real quick.
Alright, and I want to give you a summary of Sephiroth LB. Other than curse effect, he also have all element resistant down before using this effect and doing XL damage. His range though is also larger than his previous version of the LB. It's very strong. And they also mentioned here that Sephiroth gonna have 3 chain attack and strong AoE attack. He also have support ability, and he also will start with a barrier right as soon as the battle begins. You don't have to cast barrier. There are a few units have this ability already, but most of them are master ability effect, where you get barrier at the beginning, but Sephiroth version is a passive. Yeah, he looks meta, but he gonna have similar problem with Ashen King right now. I can tell you that Ashen King team gonna be fully set when you get Earth Veritas finished. However, Earth Veritas will require 3 months from now to max level him. So basically, Ashen King Mon team will not be perfect until the next 3 months. As for Sephiroth, I think he gonna have the same issue if you pair with 5. For Veritas release on May, you can count 3 months from then until you can use 5 Veritas, because you need time to collect medal. Does the curse status stop us from healing via absorb? Yep, it's a healing. It say that your healing factor becomes 0, so it should stop that one too. However,
So
confirm please. Okay.
yes, so they confirmed that, yeah, they specifically highlighted that, yeah, in the screenshots it showed that Mont is the one getting cursed, so he's recovering 0 HP. But if Ayaka is the one being cursed, all of the healing will not happen at all. She can't even heal.
Wow. That's sad for Ayaka, by the way. Oops. Somehow Misochiru picture pop up when I say Ayaka. Don't know why. Okay. Anyway, I think that is probably all now, right? If there's no more question. Yep. I will give just 1 minute last for any pick up question. If not, then yeah. Alright. Thanks everyone again for watching. And thank Odaiba for helping. Yeah, we made a good team this time. Yeah, let's do this again.
Yeah, it's definitely a very different kind of stream than what we did before, and we could like compliment each other to try and answer questions, and as well as get the information out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were thinking that because if we have to listen or focus on that, we will not be able to interacting at all. So that's why I think we specific each other tasks on this and make it YouTube like Steam. Alright, yeah. Thank everyone, and I will be seeing you later. Please check out my Ashen King video tonight also. And tomorrow I probably have Steam Unicorn Overlord if anyone interested. It's another tactic game from Final Fantasy Tactic developer or Tactic Org. It's the newest one and it's console only, so it's not on PC. So that's why less people gonna hear about it.
PD Law, thanks for dropping by. Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, thank everyone for tuning in. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye guys.